But back to you. Just talk Alberta. Just go with Val Olson. It's just you and me for now. There might be a million people touch this later on, but go ahead and the floor is yours. You know how that goes. The floor is yours, and go for it.
Okay, how about just an overview, because there's a lot going on in Alberta. So I'm gonna just give an overview of top things that are happening. One of the biggest, obviously, being word is spreading fast amongst the neighborhood, amongst the community, that Tucker Carlson is going to be coming to Alberta, and that is exciting because it's like sending a big dude into the ring, right? Because people are scared and they're watching. They're scared to say what they really think, but they've heard that a fighter is coming to their town. And so, it doesn't matter what era you want to get to that fight, you want to see it. So this is really exciting amongst the base of everybody, right? Because Tucker Carlson is a name that everybody knows. And he's coming to Alberta, and he's not afraid to say what he thinks. So the townspeople, the community, and when I say that, I mean I can go numbers, but I don't have to. It's right across the province. I don't want to do people's homework. Ask whether you're from the right, the left, the center, the whatever. Do you know who Tucker Carlson is? It's a yes. So this is like a big fight that's coming to the neighborhood that everyone wants to see. Now, tickets for the event have rolled out early. And I'm talking, uh, there's a number and there's a ceiling, and then there's just a stupid number, like a stupid number that is unreachable by practically everybody in the community. And I'm not just talking like, Fairview, Alberta, where Jordan Peterson is from. No, I'm talking the big cities where our voters of the poll are from, amongst the 857,523. And I imagine you've heard the giggling, the laughing, the exposing of the separation between the political class, right, and the townspeople. Like, you're really exposed, say, if you put tickets out for $300 a seat, a pop. Like, where's that to? The asshole section? I don't know. I think it's hilarious. And my 857,523 plus Alberta friends find it hilarious as well. I haven't talked to Tucker, but I mean, honestly, Greg, your thoughts on that? I mean, we can go into numbers if you want, exacts, but I'm more about like the pulse of the entire community. Go ahead.
Do you have the date of that? That's Calgary, I think, right? Do you have the date of that? I mean, it's pretty damn. Is it January?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what date in January it is, Val?
Yeah, I do. Oh, hold on. It's going to take me a minute. What is
You
it,
should have those
January?
notes ready pre-show prep. You should have those notes
January
ready.
23 or January 3rd. Does it matter? I mean, it's
No,
Taylor
it
Swift
does,
doesn't
because it
charge
depends
that
on
much.
whether it's my birthday, whether it's Mike Phillips' birthday, whether it's my grandfather's birthday, whether it's my aunt's birthday. That's January birthdays, whether it's Cam and Leslie's birthday. No, what date is it?
Okay, 2 seconds. Keep talking.
Oh, mini campfire going, just you and me. Just only clips in the wings right now. They're going to be great clips.
January 24th.
Okay, boy, that's a big notice. That's long notice, anyhow.
That's enough time for me to fire up the jet with my buddies.
Oh, sure.
And
Maybe
come
you'll see
back
it.
there.
How about calling the Blue Angels? But hey,
Oh.
that's we've already published about that. Remember, my word of the day is always published. We've already published it, Val, whether it's in print or on media or radio. So,
well, but if I invite them, Greg, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but if I invite the big guys, because like I've been questioned, like Val, this is a quote from Alberta. Who are the big guys? Who do you think they are? Do your freaking homework. Who do you
Oh
think
my
they are?
God.
And I'm sorry, if you've got the asshole section covered at 300
Uh,
bucks a pop, where do you want me to park the Blue Angels? Where? You tell me.
who can afford a $300 ticket? Um, and seriously, digressing, but I wouldn't attend an NHL hockey game now or an NFL football game or whatever. It would cost you if you just decided to take maybe one of your twins to the game, you're going to be $500 deep, in the thing after tickets and whatever.
Yeah,
If I
like what
drank,
kind of
I could pay like $22 for a draft. Hello. So bottom line, you're hitting on an important point though. Pricing. Tucker Carlson, Val.
I'm not
You
done yet, Greg. I'm not
go
finished.
for it. I'll go on
Because
mute for a second. Let you go ahead, and I'll talk Tucker a little bit to the old guys. Go ahead.
good idea, just for a minute. Because 300 bucks, what are you going to serve me there? A cricket dog? What comes with that 300 bucks? You're going to put me in the asshole section and you're going to give me what? A cricket dog? Are you going to give me a pamphlet on climate change too? Because you're totally, brutally exposed. And part of the concern I feel is that come January 24th, the star of the show is Marlena, right? The star of the show. Is she going to stay or is she going to go? Right? Like there's going to be a real fight in Alberta. And I just want to say January 24th is on the books. Uh, we don't accept the no show. We're there. We're going to pack that house. And 300 bucks is a joke. Over to you, Greg.
What do you really think, Val? You got to cut loose a little bit. Don't beat around the bush. Jeez. So you're talking Danielle Smith is what you're
Right.
talking, and honestly, it's a big deal down here. We've talked about that. Again, Canadians don't know. Honestly, we'll talk with behind the scenes about Canadians behind their backs. Okay, Val, you're still what about 86% Canadian? I'm 50-50. But
I'm not talking behind anybody's back. I'm
oh,
saying,
I
Greg,
know.
I'm going to go there in
Oh,
person. I'll be there and I'm
uh,
on standby. And you said Blue Angels. I didn't. I said my friends. And I already told Alberta, do your own homework. Who do you think the big guys are? Who do you think they are?
oddly, Val, just again, secrets on the inside. Again, the funny thing is, all this stuff's published. Yeah, I think it was the number two or number three. Boy, number two, that'd be a funny joke. Austin Powers reference. Anyhow, number two or number three video on my YouTube channel is my invitation to Danielle Smith. Do you remember that one?
Right. Yeah.
And you were on there, and you remember you. I think you even shot over a text or a cell message or something, which you would have done as the investigative journalist you are. And that was number two video as far as the views. And then, of course, the under the radar views, which when you have good analytics, people who viewed but pretended they didn't view but viewed, that number, Val. But anyhow, that's a secret for another day. But I always shout out and I always salute Danielle Smith. I think I really like her. I really like her. I think her hands are tied. I won't say the word January 6th or Coots boys and hands handcuffed or anything like that, other than tragedies like that of the judicial system, both north and south of the border. It's a tragedy. It's an embarrassment. People in jail. I thought that was Pierre Trudeau under the War Measures Act in Quebec, 1970, and he jailed hundreds of guys. No warrants. We talked about that. No warrants. No bail. Hey, that's a good one. No bail. That's a good one. Unless you're in New York City. You go to
Well,
Chicago. Do
Greg,
you know? Do you
Greg,
remember the? I know, but do you remember the Palestinian, the big one in New York, uh, protests? There were four people arrested. That the guy up on the lamppost and stuff in the Al Qaeda outfit. There were four people arrested, and all were released that night with no bail. Did you know that? Anyhow, digress.